Hello and welcome everyone to this demonstration of the unified user experience. Essentially what we're trying to be is that single pane of glass that allows your agents to do every aspect of their job. So the most common components of the unified user experience are process automation. So that's click reduction. Let's say you have a process that's 15 to 20 clicks currently. You want to reduce that to a single click. Our system is very good at handling those types of things. It can also assign work automatically and do escalations. On top of that, we have an Omni-Channel Platform, so it means that agents can be working on multiple types of communications, multiple interactions simultaneously, so I can be working on a phone call and a chat at the same time, or a phone call and an email, any combination of these. So phone calls, emails, chats, text messages, and then video chats or screen sharing. And then also we have a screen pop, and screen pop can be with any type of interaction. Then of course we have a very robust customer journey, which I'm going to show you here in a moment. And then the single screen or the single pane of glass is the most popular reason that folks come to work with us. So basically taking all these platforms that you're logging in and out of and consolidating them into one single screen that allows the agent to do everything that they need. The net result of signing up with the UUE typically is a 15 to 20% reduction in labor. And then also we have a full historical customer journey for better customer experiences. So we have labor reduction, better customer experiences, and then training new team members gets faster and easier. And the reason behind that is when you work with us on the UUE, it's so fast and easy to configure. You actually can control each step in the process, make it super easy for your agents to do what they're trying to accomplish. And then keep in mind, changing agent behaviors will change business outcomes. So let's go ahead and get into the demonstration. Basically, just to get you acclimated to my screen here, on the left side, I have the customer contact information. In the center of the screen, I have the guided process. And then on the right side of the screen, I have the knowledge base. So I'm going to trigger an inbound phone call right now. And after just 1 second, we're going to see the result of that. There we go. So the inbound phone call basically came through, and then you're seeing the phone number that I dialed in with. That's my cellular phone number. And essentially what it's done is it's found the customer record automatically. All my contact information is right there. And then all my customer journey information. So right now it's just got tickets and notes. All of my historical information for interactions is right here. And we could filter by that. So I could filter by, maybe I only want to see tickets, or maybe I only want to see text messages or emails. I'll show you another record that's a little more fleshed out here in a second, so you can see the content there as well. Now, if I'm handling this, let's say that I'm doing some kind of a booking, some kind of an appointment booking, and maybe I need to show something to the client. So I'm going to book an appointment at this office, and so I wanted to initiate. Within here, I'd say, okay, initiate a screen share, and then we're going to, option 3 basically is send out the screen share to the client. So with an automated process, we send out a screen share link to the client. And then once the client accepts the screen share, I just go ahead and share my screen. And then basically now I can actually maximize this window. So this is the office that they're looking at booking. I maximize this window. And then I can actually maximize this right from my knowledge base. So I've got the virtual tour stored in my knowledge base, but I'm going to make it bigger. And now I'm sharing a virtual tour with the client that I got right out of the knowledge base through a quick search. And I can literally walk them through this office space and give them a nice preview of what this office space is going to be looking like. There's the 2 conference rooms, and then of course the reception desk. And this is all on Google. This is a free service, as you probably know, provided by Google, where you can get these offices mapped out and virtually walk through them. So this would be a very easy thing for us to embed each office virtual tour within our system, and then allow the agent to walk the client through that and give them a nice tour of it and answer their questions as they go. So you can say, you know what, there's X amount of square feet over here. There's 20 different stations where you could sit in this area. There's 5 private offices over here. You get the idea. So it would really paint a picture for the client as to whether the office space is going to work for their needs. So let's go ahead and minimize that. And then when I'm done, I just go ahead and minimize that window. That shrinks right back down into my platform. And I've got that right here. So I can always reference that throughout the call as I'm talking to the client. And then I have access to all their information. So I'm going to get rid of my phone number, and I'm just going to go to the main list and bring up a record that has a little bit more details in terms of the customer journey. So here's my example. And now you can see my customer journey is a lot more fleshed out. So I've got tickets. In this case, it might be, bookings or just case resolution, whatever it is that we're working on for this particular client. The center of the screen is your organic guided process. So whatever you use as the name for your main process, whether it be an appointment booking or sales lead management, that can all be accommodated. And with this platform, we can accommodate different departments. So sales might have one screen, this would probably be sales, where they're actually showing off the office space. And then customer service might have a different screen where they're looking at tickets and they're getting things booked, things of that nature. But I'm always going to have the customer journey. So let's say someone talked to me a month ago and said, hey, I want to book this office space in the Chicago area. I can't remember the address or the name of it, but it was perfect. And I would say, okay, how did you communicate that? And they'll say, well, we did a text message. So basically I would filter right here. I could find the text message, pop up the details of it and say, oh yeah, you were looking at Anchor Towers in the Chicago area. No problem. We'll go ahead and get you going with that booking. Now, on top of that, we also have this floating window for the different bookings or cases that you've had. So this could be bookings, leads, cases, whatever it is the agent needs to work on most. But the point is that I can switch. So I can say, oh yeah, you know what? 2 months ago, I see that you booked this property. And that way, in addition to this history, we could say, hey, we just want to book the room, that we had 3 months ago, or we want to book the room that we had in January. What was that? So I look up, here's the room information that they had from January. Oh, do you want to rebook that? Sure, let's rebook that. Now, the other great thing is if that's going to happen a lot, we can design a button. We can add a button to the system that says rebook, rebook this property. And with a single click, we would basically create a completely new booking. And then all the agent would have to do is set the date and the time. All the other details would be identical, and then they could change them accordingly on top of that. So there's a quick preview of how the UUE works, especially with this embedded virtual tour. Like I said, these virtual tours, they're a free tool from Google. It's very easy to capture that with a 360-degree camera, and very inexpensive as well. So please let us know if you have any questions, and have a great day. Bye.